What's up, guys? Hellish Hero Toy Reviews doing another unboxing slash mini review. This time on, excuse me, this time on something that I wasn't expecting to ever bother to get or buy, but I was in the mood for where this character has originated from. So I wanted some merchandise of the where this character originated from. Um, so yeah, so we are looking at Spawn, Spawn Ultra Action Series, Tiffany the Amazon. Um, if any of my viewers go to comic book stores or have been to comic book stores, some tend to have a lot of Spawn toys because they're pretty inexpensive, pretty a handful of figures are sought out, like the more collector figures. Um, yeah, so they're pretty inexpensive. Excuse me. Yeah, they're pretty inexpensive, pretty easy to come by. I forgot how much I paid for her, but it wasn't a lot. I saw another listing that was like $5 plus shipping. Um, and I think I've seen her before, but like I said, I didn't have any interest in getting her. But I do like her character. She's an antagonist. She's an angel. Her sector of heaven is their duty is to hunt Hellspawn. Of course, Spawn being the main character, he fights her and he ends up beating her. Um, she has a rivalry with another character from her guild or station or whatever named Angela. Angela ended up becoming Spawn's ally later on. First, they were enemies, then they became allies, and then she kind of became his lover or love interest, I guess. And unfortunately, her character died. There's kind of a lot of um, real world stuff dealing with her licensing, the license of the Angela character. So she died in the Spawn universe, and then she was brought into the Marvel universe as one of Thor's siblings. And I didn't care for that too much. I prefer the original that was in Spawn. But so she comes with wings and sword into Sled, America's best-selling comic book, which was true for a period. Those of you who may not know, Spawn was really big in the '90s. Image Comics was created. Was a bunch of uh, artists and creators from DC and Marvel, or most of them were from Marvel. And the objective of Image Comics was for comic creators to be able to have ownership of their characters. So if they made a character from the Image comic publisher or label, and maybe they stopped making comics of that said character, the creator would still have ownership of that character or whatever. So yeah, it was a pretty big deal, and they're still around today. Todd McFarlane, big fan of his. He's still making figures, still making Spawn stuff, and has licenses to a bunch of other stuff, especially DC Comics. Um, so on the back we have Tiffany. Originally, I wish I got this version. Like I said, she's fairly inexpensive, so probably down the line I will get another version. Ironically, we have Alien Spawn. Let's see, we have Chameleon Spawn. Okay, some of these characters are just a little ridiculous, but that was like just the period. Sanisker. I've seen this figure in stores. This lizard-looking character. Super Patriot. He's another Image Comics hero character. The Freak. Never seen him. And here we have instructions of how to attach the wings and how to turn it to a sled. So after that, we have Spawn Series 5, release date July 96, Overkill, Nuclear Spawn, Widowmaker, Viking Spawn, Tremor 2, Vandalizer. So all these figures are from Series 5. Um, I kind of have a lot to say, so it's gonna be a few minutes before we open her up. Then we have Wetwork Series 2, which is not Spawn related, and Total Chaos, which is also not Spawn related. Um, yeah, so this was a thing. Spawn toys were a thing in the 90s. I have the one I want the most, I don't own, ironically. But he's fairly inexpensive, so I haven't really bothered to pick him up. The original first series of Spawn figures, which had Spawn, Medieval Spawn, Tremor, Clown, Violator, and Overkill. So in total, you had 6 characters, and eventually they made variants of those figures down the line. I only own Violator, Tremor, and Medieval Spawn. Um, like I said, yeah, I love the Violator. That's a story for another day. Maybe it being Halloween month, I should review those figures. So maybe if I feel like pulling them out. Um, so yeah, I got into Spawn. I got into Spawn when I was in middle school. I only own maybe like the first 3 comic issues and the comics that came with the series 1 action figures. But I am familiar with the lore and the storyline and how it concluded originally and all that good stuff. Um, I played some of the games. There's a handful of games and they're not all that great. There's like a few good ones. The ones I played were considered one of the best. Um, Spawn in the Demon's Hand. Please check that out if you're interested. It's crazy, but you'll probably like it. And also, I played Spawn for the Game Boy Color, which surprisingly, it being a Game Boy Color game, it's actually aged pretty decently. It was still a fun little playthrough for me. Um, yeah, I really got into Spawn, and like I said, I still love the character. I still like the storyline. The origin does feel very 90s esque, kind of extreme. Um, what was I about to say? I watched the animated series for free on YouTube. I think it had like 3 or 4 seasons. Unfortunately, it ended on a cliffhanger. It got canceled, but what we did get was really good. Um, I probably shouldn't have been watching that show in middle school. I was maybe like 7th, 8th grade, but I'm okay. um, yeah, so there was also a movie that came out in the late 90s with actor Michael Jai White, fan of his as well. Um, it's okay. It's aged okay. CGI hasn't aged well. The Violator looked really cool. They actually had an actual puppet or animatronic for up close sequences of the Violator. And then they also used CGI, which hasn't aged well, really. But yeah, I like Spawn, but I would say I do love Spawn, but I'm not too big on the figures. Like, there's a handful of like a collector action figures of him I would love to get, but they're really pricey or hard to find. So yeah, but I will read her bio before I open her. It says Tiffany the Amazon, an angel with ulterior motives. Tiffany vows to take over Angela's place as the priority A1 angel, knowing that destroying Spawn will ensure her promotion. Tiffany tracks down and attacks Spawn every chance she gets. Tiffany relies on her intelligence as her most important weapon, carries a huge sword to ward off attackers from one of the many angel division Amazon warrior. Tiffany's impressive appearance in itself acts as her defense. Her gold metallic wings also transform into a battle sled. So I kind of feel bad to open her, but she's fair. Like I said, she's fairly cheap. Now, ironically, for some reason, this took like 2 weeks to get here. A little hard to believe. I don't blame the seller I bought this from. I blame, of course, mailing service. Um, Now, unfortunately, like I said, I do like this version. This is a variant. The one on the back of the box is the standard release of her. But there was sometime later there was a collector's version that looked more like her. Yeah, I was going to mention that. Well, I like this look, but this isn't how she looks in the comics or how she looked in other adaptions like video games and whatnot. So they released another version, which here she is. I think her hair might be a little. I'm not sure about her hair. I do like her hair, but oh god, it has old action figure smell. Um, I'm not sure if the hair has been discolored, but yeah, there she is. Um, these old ass 90 toys, man. Oh my goodness. Um, the sword looks cool. So as I was saying, huh, cool. I do like the sword. As I was saying, and she also comes with a gun, and she has a holster for it. Um, oh, gross. Somehow a bug got in here. It's dead now, but still. Oh man. As I was saying, I keep getting distracted. Let's see. Here's her gun. Nice. I could use that for another character maybe. Um, last but not least, one good thing about 90s toys, no twist ties. Her sled slash wings. So, yeah. Well, I'm gonna keep this probably maybe for a little while, in case I want to store her back. I think I kept all the packaging. I was keeping the packaging for most of my figures. I forgot. Yeah, I do own a Spawn. Um, like I said, I own medieval Spawn. I own regular Spawn. But that one is like in a big box. He has this gimmick where his cape turns to these big bat wings. Um, but yeah, here she is, Tiffany. Very extreme looking. A very Mad Max version of Barbie or something. um, oh, she's lost some of her hair, which unfortunately that happened with another old figure I own or old doll I own. I had to put her back in her box so she wouldn't fall apart. Um, oh, I hate when that happens. That's her hair, but so her hair is nice. I mean, she has some marks here and there. Says 1996 McFarlane Toys. But I mean, yeah, she looks fine. I like the character, but like I said, I keep getting off point. So like I said, there was a collector's version that looked like her from the books, which was a more accurate, looked exactly like her from the books, which I would have gotten if I knew it existed. But I was searching like I bought this off Macari. I was searching on Macari after I already ordered her, and I saw that version existed. And one cool thing about that version, some releases of it has like the green blood on splattered on the sword. Spawn has green blood, so it's probably Hellspawn blood on the sword. So that's a really cool effect. I like her nails are painted. Her nails are painted the same color as her armor, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. Oh, I want to break that. Gotta be careful. This old 20-plus-year-old figure. And like I said, I was thinking of getting the other one and the collector one. Yeah, because I just like how that one looks more than this one. So I'm debating if I want to buy that one, soon or just wait because it's like I said, it's fairly inexpensive. I believe this helmet piece is removable. But yeah, there she is, and all her. These are how female angels look. Here she is in all her badass glory. Um, yeah, like I said, I like her. Like I said, I would prefer to have the. I'm not going to bother showing the sled because that's just silly. It's not. Trust me. I don't think it's worth seeing. Um, but yeah, I prefer to have the collector version because it's more accurate. But this one's okay. How the figure feels and just the sculpting and the painting is nice. Like I said, of course it's a '90s toy, but she could have had better articulation. I don't want to say she's a figurine because she has thigh swivel, she has knee joints, she has knee joints, but she has arm swivel, but it's kind of hindered because of her shoulder armor. Her neck moves, and she has wrist swivel. Oh, she also has upper elbow, upper arm swivel. She doesn't have like the same joints that are in her knees. So, but I mean, let's see. I said she's okay. Like I said, I'm grateful that these figures are inexpensive. Um, let's see. Gun does not fit into the gun holster. That sucks. The gun doesn't fit in the gun holster. Well, I guess I might make her into a custom. Pop off the head and attach it to a better body or something. But yeah, so that's it for Tiffany. Like I said, she's one of my favorite Spawn characters. I just really love her design. I might get the other version so you guys can see what she looks for, her more accurate adaptation of her is. Um, I mean, like I said, if you're interested, yeah, this is just I got her because A, she's inexpensive, and B, I'm a fan of the character. I'm a fan of Spawn. Um, on top of her, bonus, um, I got this Toy Biz variant of Loki based off, I believe, a storyline called Crown of Lies or something. Which is interesting because the crown he's wearing has a bat on the top of it. This is a variant. I'm trying to think. I don't think I have any Toy Biz Marvel Legend figures anymore. Yeah, I don't think I do anymore. I think I sold them. Which don't get me wrong, I still love Toy Biz. Thought they did a great job with the license, but yeah. But I did say I was thinking about getting the Toy Biz Loki. I'm probably still gonna get them, but it's probably gonna be a while because Hasbro's releasing other variations of Loki. So and I like those versions. But yeah, now I have three. Like I said, I wanted to build my Loki collection. Lucky for me, the one I bought, he had this custom cape glued to him, which I prefer because the cape he comes with is nice, but it hinders the articulation. Unfortunately, the sword is dirty and bent, so I'm gonna see if I can wash that off. Um, yeah, it's just cool to have. Just um, um, yeah, he's cool to have. But yeah, I like just the aesthetic of him, and classic Toy Biz, just well sculpted, nicely articulated action figure. Solid. So yeah, so now I have three Lokis, one Toy Biz, and two MCU Lokis. But yeah, so that's it for this. This Oh my goodness, this is going on 19 minutes. I wasn't expecting this review to be that long, but like I said, I had a lot to say. Uh, oh goodness. As far as next reviews, probably next week. I want to say. I still have a transformer. I do want to show off in another video, so I'll probably just do an unboxing of that because I really don't feel like doing a whole review on this transformer character. Um, yeah, I'm thinking of buying another building set. More on that later. I am buying another Metacom Mafex figure, so I'm excited to show that character off because I was really looking forward to this character. And yeah, I mentioned before I want to do an update video. So probably after I get those reviews slash unboxings out of the way, then I'll do my said update video. So that's it for this, guys. That's it for this one, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Peace.